Hey, alright, here we are playing Minecraft. It's gonna be rung number 11 for Minecraft therapy. We're gonna be using Faithless textures. As always, we're playing on Minecraft 1.20.1, and here we go. Splash screen is for Burb, because Burb is cool. And then we're gonna go into therapy, and we've been knocking out a bunch of stuff, while we been, doing therapy. So as we get more things accomplished, we've come across a few new developments. So our auditorium that we've been making in the desert has gotten quite bigger, and we've installed some chests for some organization. We got some um, our handy dandy smelter here for making glass going on. We're working on building the dome. Ouch. The dome. And if we cruise up this way, you can see I only have gold boots on because I have died a few times and lost all my iron stuff, and I have not yet gone looking for more iron um, in the large part. Now there's a floating sheep out there. Um, so we have finished our the start of our road over to the giant toilet bowl that that will be using as a path for getting down below all the layers and get into the mining of the Minecraft. So it'll be our nice little pleasant going down with a fun little swirly raft thing, and then we'll take a mine cart back up swirly style. And we haven't done anything with the surf shop, like designing. Oh no! Oh yeah, boy, we did not die. And so we've accomplished a few things. Um, we installed some doors. I didn't really know what to do for doors, so I made a water curtain out of a dispenser. Um, Nothing fancy, just some trapdoors to keep the water from spilling out everywhere, and works on both sides. Um, we're gonna dome off this whole place once we get enough glass to do so. So it'll be a dome of sorts up top. As we come back this way, our chicken farm, it's gonna look like an egg in the end, but as of now, it's not very egg-like shaped. But we've been tossing the eggs around here and making this grow a little bit. We still have some work to do to fix this place up a little bit, but we're working on it. We'll get there. Um, Egg. Boop. Oh, yeah, take that. As we come back around this way, we did a little work on our pathing, heading over towards our nether portal. We have a new dog. Scored that on one of my runs. We have a cobblestone generator. I'm not really using it to generate cobblestone. I just needed a place to put my lava, and I figured I'd make some, um, just make it, yeah. Here, we've gone and taken most of the stuff out of here. This is going to be just a repository for mostly the farming things that we got going on over here. Our small scale pumpkin and melon patch here. We thickened up the bamboo so that we are getting pretty much a full inventory of bamboo in one go. This is our extended. We we changed the lake in front of the original starter house, so it's pretty uniform now. It's rectangular, and then we have our path that goes along the side. Um, we haven't really done much with the tree farm here. But we do now have wheat that goes all the way out that way, potatoes right here, They're in the growth cycle there. And then we have carrots going out this way. As we follow our path along this way, we will get over to our nether portal. On one of my runs out towards through the jungle this way, I found a lava pool, and then I just ferried lava buckets over here and poured them in. So I haven't found diamonds yet or anything. And if we pop through our nether portal, I built this little bamboo cobblestone entryway into our nether dimension world. And if we cruise out this way and head down here, we got the gold boots on. Let's see if we can not get killed by these guys. I don't have a proper like runway here, but we're working on it. We go this way. I got it marked off with some bamboo slots. Uh-oh, I hear pigs. Let's cruise this way, down this way, and I had located another fortress. I went on a little adventure. It's not too far away, and dug my way down, or actually I dug my way out, and then made my way down this way, and this leads me to a handy dandy blaze spawner, so that we can snag some blaze rods. But besides that, I think we're not too much else has gone on. We've done a little landscaping here and there on the surface world. We had to do a little landscaping in here. Uh-oh, that was who was angry. Let's get back before we die. Ouch. Okay, jump. Let's go back. See if we can get back to overworld. We created this just it's a nice little fun place. It's probably gonna burn. I didn't really think too much about it, but bamboo burns. Let's go over here, close this up, pop back through, go to the overworld, see if we can't get blown up. Alright. We did some terraforming around this place. It's good therapy. And we'll head over to the other island over here, and we'll check out. Oh, we also got some farm animals so that we can make all the signs and stuff. We needed leather, so we'll cruise back over here, and then we'll need to make some like pathing roads over this way. But we have cows and pigs and horses and I think there was bunny rabbits in here, but I may have killed them on accident. It happens very much. Muso. Over here, we cruise back over this way. We're going to be building some stuff here. There'll be a something here, a something coming out this way, a something down here. Keep cruising this way, and we have our sheep on a little grass island over here. All of them but this one here. It's got a little packed here. I kind of went overkill on the sheep. And just let them swim, do their thing. we did some editing on the land over here, and then we edited a little bit of the land over this way. Hey, alright, here we are. This is Minecraft Therapy Rung 11. And today we're going to be working on worlds inside of worlds. And that's going to go in line with, we've been developing conversations. And one of the conversations that we've been working on is identifying what our interactions with the world are, and trying to come up with ways to identify and build them up in a way. So, worlds inside of worlds, inside of every experience is another layer. The layer is often unseen and contain layers underneath, plans and schemes. I often find myself looking for the underlying driving force behind any given event. This can lead and does lead to me not taking things at face value. This leads to me not trusting anything people say. But as time goes on and I gather information from after interactions, I often find that most people are indeed not to be taken at their face value. We can take this and extrapolate a general way to approach life. Everyone is against you, and if there is, they have many false fronts, and you can assume that your narrative will never rise to the top. Who is a person that you can trust above all else? Yourself and no one else. And here are like some general observations about the content of that statement. And you got to acknowledge your perspective and validate your perspective on the complexity of the experience and the skepticism towards others' intentions. By exploring the underlying beliefs and patterns, the therapist may explore the underlying beliefs and experiences that have shaped your tendency to look for hidden layers, mistrust others, and assume a general sense of being against the world. Assessing the impact of your well-being, you're likely to inquire about the emotional and psychological impact of your beliefs and approach to life, and examining whether it contributes to stress, isolation, or a negative worldview. Challenging cognitive distortions. We're going to go over this in more detail here in a minute, but we're going to explore trust and self-reflection. We're going to engage and discuss about trust, exploring our experiences about trust and betrayal, and examine the role of self-trust, self-empowerment in building healthier relationships and perceptions. And developing coping skills based on specific needs might help us develop coping strategies to navigate our concerns, such as improving communication skills, setting boundaries, and learning to balance skepticism with openness. Now, if we go back over to how to identify and challenge cognitive distortions, such as overgeneralization, everyone is against you, or a dichotomous thinking, and awareness. Start by developing awareness of your thoughts and paying attention to any patterns of overgeneralization or dichotomous thinking that arise in your mind. Notice when you make sweeping statements or categorize things in absolute terms. So question the evidence, challenge your assumptions by asking yourself for evidence to support your thoughts. Are there concrete facts or specific experiences validate the belief that everyone is against you, or that your narrative will never rise to the top? Look for instances that contradicts these beliefs. Alternative explanations. Consider alternative explanations or perspectives that might provide a more balanced view. For example, instead of assuming everyone is against you, explore the possibility that some people may be supportive or neutral. Seek out examples of positive interactions or instances where people have shown kindness or understanding. Test the validity. Experiment with testing the validity of your thoughts by gathering more information or seeking different perspective. Engage in open conversation. Ask for feedback from trusted individuals, or gather objective data to challenge or validate your assumptions. Cognitive restructuring. Once you've identified distortions and gathered alternative evidence, work on reframing your thoughts in a more balanced way. Replace extreme statements with more realistic and nuanced ones. For example, instead of everyone is against you, you could reframe it as some people may disagree or have different motives, but there are also individuals who are supportive or neutral. Practice self-compassion. Remember to approach this process with self-compassion. Cognitive distortions are common, and it takes time and effort to change deeply ingrained thinking patterns. Be patient with yourself and acknowledge that the progress you make along the way. And that puts us to a place where we can go back over our original statement, where worlds inside of worlds. Inside of every experience is another layer, and that layer is often unseen and contains layers underneath, plans and schemes. So being honest about, my interactions or interactions with others definitely puts me in a place where you're assessing and exploring and acknowledging all the challenging ways that you perceive the world around you. So, just trying to balance our thought process in a more healthy and nice way to look at things. When we go and start where I started today was, what does the wind do when it does not blow? And the absence of movement, the absence of wind means that the air is not in motion. Without wind, you may not feel any breeze, and objects like leaves, flags, or grass may appear still. The temperature effects. When the wind is calm, temperature gradients can have more significant influence on the surrounding environment. For example, during the day, areas exposed to direct sunlight may become warmer, while shaded areas may remain cooler due to the absence of wind to mix and distribute the heat. Changes in atmospheric pressure. The wind is often associated with differences in air pressure. When the wind is not blowing, it may indicate a relatively stable atmospheric condition where the air pressure is balanced. Local effects. Even when there is no overall wind, there can still be localized air movements caused by various factors. For instance, temperature variations near the ground can lead to the formation of small-scale breezes and thermal convection currents, which are often experienced near coastlines, mountains, or overheated surfaces. Effects on weather. The absence of wind can implications on weather conditions. For example, fog tends to form on the air is calm and there's no wind to disperse it. Similarly, stagnant air contribute to the buildup of pollutants, leading to poor air quality in some areas. It is important to note that wind patterns and conditions can vary greatly depending on location, time of day, and weather systems present. And that is where my mind goes when I'm trying to analyze the first statement, worlds inside of worlds, where we're trying to overgeneralize, but we're trying to challenge that overgeneralization. We're trying to assess the simple question of what does the wind do when it does not blow, but we look for the alternative explanations. And there's an infinite amount of alternative explanations for what the wind does when it does not blow. And so there is an infinite amount of explanations for any interaction you have with somebody that leads to an event or a feeling or a statement. So taking your simpleness and applying it to a broad generalization to life. So take the wind and apply it to your emotions and the events that happen in your life, and know that there's always something happening when the wind does not blow. And that's going to be the end of what I got to talk about for Rung 11 of Minecraft Therapy. And be well, and goodbye. Alright, we're just going to call that the end of Rung 11 of Minecraft Therapy. Alright, be well. Save and quit.